Catching up with assistant coach Peter Aubry as we break down the 2021-2022 season for your Rockford IceHogs here on Exit Interview Day. Coach Aubry, whirlwind of a start to the season for you, coming in as a goalie development coach, taking on the role as interim assistant coach. When you look back at the season overall, how do you process the year and break down what was a pretty fun second half into the postseason?
Yeah, I think that's actually something I'll start to do now that things will slow down is look back on my own season and how I was able to approach things and certainly tie in the team as well as the goalies when that. So getting ready for a reflection period right now for sure.
When you look back at the season as from a front row seat behind the bench there to see how this team progressed from the start to the season, guys from all different backgrounds, whether from overseas, juniors, college, coming together, even though a little bit of time last year with that shortened campaign, what was the galvanizing factor that brought this group together to see that step forward and development and progression that ultimately led to a good charge in the second half and a postseason run?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think first off, we have a lot of good human beings in the locker room, good people in there, guys who develop good bonds and friendships between themselves. I like to think between the staff and the players, there was a lot of communication, good two-way communication where people were able to understand each other. But yeah, we have some dedicated people dedicated to their craft in there, and it was very exciting. We got to play a lot of meaningful games with these playoff games. But if you look at our month of April, where those were in fact playoff games for us as well. So great opportunity for our players.
Where do you feel like the growth was playing that much hockey? It felt like it was a great opportunity for guys to get the repetition, maybe continue to buffer out those rougher edges to their game, if you will. And repetition does that, but a lot of hockey down the backstretch, 15 games in 30 days in the month of April. You mentioned it was already a playoff push. You'd throw that on top of there, and the postseason actually itself. A lot of growing pains to go, but at the same time, good character building from your group. How do you feel like this young team handled it?
Oh, they were exceptional. I think what they really were able to do was focus on what was important. We have a few Murphy's Law things happen with our travel plans and whatnot throughout that month of April, and I think our guys were able to focus their energies in the right spots.
Now for you individually as a coach, getting the opportunity to become an assistant, still work with the goaltender, still work very much on the development side of things. That is what the American Hockey League is all about. How rewarding was that for you just to embrace added responsibilities to your role this season?
Yeah, it's fantastic. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Of course, the goalies are my thing, my I'll say expertise, if I'm allowed to use that word, or background perhaps is what. So that's first and foremost. But at the same time, it was very refreshing. Mainly the relationship building with the other players on the team, having more comfort to have those conversations, going over video, and learning from them and their personalities and their perspective as well. So there's no question it helps round out my game, but more so that human element was very rewarding for myself.
Looking ahead to the summer now, I'm sure a lot of preparations already starting to go on the hockey operations side, but hopefully some downtime too. It's the first, dare I say, normal summer we've had in the pro hockey world here in the last couple of years. I'd imagine some great family time. Any vacations? What's planned this offseason for Peter Aubry?
We'll see. Not too much planned right now at the moment. I'm sure we'll get back to Windsor and see my mom for a little bit of time. But we got a new puppy dog, so we'll take care of her right now.